I'm kind of sick today.
You're sick today?
Yeah. I got like, when you feel like you have something stuck here? It's like every time I swallow, there's like a lump in like my
There's
chest.
like something that moves?
Yeah. And then it makes me burp.
Yeah, that's not good. That's not good at all.
And it makes me cough too, so.
I hate being sick, mainly because it deters me from doing the normal shit in life that I can.
Right.
Like breathing.
Right.
You know what I mean? If I'm sick, my nose is stuffed up.
Or showering.
Or showering. Why? How?
No, every time I'm sick, I just don't shower for like a week.
Damn, that sucks.
No.
You just can't get in the shower?
That's a lie. Shower, everyone, because showers, the steam,
Yes.
that's where you got to sweat it out.
Sweat it out. It's like
go to the gym.
like a sauna or a steam
sauna,
room.
A hot tub.
Or maybe a
Maybe
hot bath.
Yeah, maybe just, like Arizona or something.
Yeah, that would be good. Honestly, like, my favorite remedies for being sick is just to do everything normal.
Right, just act like you're not sick.
Act like I'm not sick.
Because your body will love
Someone
that.
asks me if I'm sick, I'll cough on them to prove that I'm not sick.
If I was sick, you'd be sick right now.
Would I cough on you if I was sick?
Yeah, exactly.
Exactly. So, you know
But
what?
that's like when you get sick, your body is like telling you to stop doing the regular things you're doing.
Why?
So you're just, what do you mean why?
I can't communicate with my body like that. I didn't know that that's what
You
I
don't
meant.
communicate with your body communicates with you.
Damn.
Welcome to the Sota Show with Xquisite and d.mo. And Jacob G is on controls. This is the Sota Show. This is the Sota Show.
Oh,
Yeah, it is. It really is.
All right.
Hello, everybody.
Welcome.
Welcome to.
The Sota Show. Today,
We will be talking
about the insecurities
of artists,
and also
the paradigm shift.
of today's hip hop.
All right, let's get into the show.
Thank you so much. We were thinking about doing a little calm intro.
Calm intro because you know
It's a calm Monday today. It's
right
real-
now it's rainy outside as we're recording this. You can kind of hear the trickle of the water dribbling down.
like that one song with the spider.
Yeah. Up the spout, down the spout, whatever the spider does.
Spider goes around the bout.
Yeah,
The roundabout.
that's exactly it.
Goes around the roundabout. I
Yes.
hate roundabouts. But yeah,
Yeah, we're gonna talk. Got him.
all right.
No, we're gonna talk about. First, I want to talk about I was reading this article, that Ice-T had an interview with him, and if anyone doesn't know Ice-T, he's a freaking legend in the hip hop community. 6 a.m, police at my door. Fresh Adidas sneaking across the bathroom flow. Okay.
Yep.
He actually had that Boys in the Hood flow before Boys in the Hood. So go do your hip hop research if you don't know about Ice-T. Also has a great documentary called it's like Art of the Craft or something like that. Art of the Music. I can't remember. It's great. Go look it up. Anyways, he was talking about the paradigm shift in today's hip hop music. He was saying that it's gotten a lot softer, and that's why he hasn't really gotten and made any more hip hop music.
Released anything in a long time?
Hasn't released anything. He's just been kind of touring around with his metal band Body Count, which, by the way,
I just learned about that today.
that's a hard name for a band.
What is it called?
Body Count.
Body count. Yeah,
That's pretty tight.
hard. That is pretty hard.
But he said that he's not interested in making hip hop music, just because it's gotten softer. Now, I wanted to bring this to you because we're in hip hop. We are definitely hip hop enthusiasts, if you will. What do you think about that? Like, what's your opinion? What's your thoughts?
So it is interesting because soft means so many different things, right? Like definitely even just the words of it and just the aggressiveness of people rapping these days definitely is softer. But there's also because it's got once trap kind of came into it too. I feel like a lot of it got a little slowed down a little bit and not as hard raps. But I don't know, the softness of people too is just the SoundCloud era as well. I feel like the rappers coming from the SoundCloud era and the songs they were making definitely was a different vibe change from hip hop that we used to listen to.
100%. Well, I mean, going back to what hip hop was based on, it was about expression. It was about protest. It was about telling stories about the community where people were from, specifically in the African American community, in New York where it was started. Like, they were just talking about what they were seeing, what they were doing. But as it grew and as, generations have passed by, I understand kind of what he's getting at and that it's softer, but at the same time, I kind of push back on that and saying that, like, hip hop is more open than it's ever been in a way.
Do you think that's a good thing?
I think it's a good thing. I think that hip hop is evolved. Back then, it wasn't the biggest music genre. Now it is.
Right, now
it
it
is by far the biggest and most consumed music genre in the whole world. And it wouldn't be possible without that era. Obviously, I think going through the progression of how hip hop has changed, like, I can see why he says.
Well, especially when he grew up and
Yeah.
like that, starting it and
He
stuff.
grew up on the golden.
That's like
golden
what he
age.
saw, what he like fucked with, what he did, with his music as well too. So
But especially when, like, I mean, he also said in the article, like, another reason why he wasn't continuing is because the style that he was making that he likes wasn't selling as much, which makes sense. Like, if you're, as a business, perspective, if you're involved in something that's not as lucrative of maybe something else, then yeah.
Right. If you're not making the money there, then had to switch. But that's crazy. Think about because yeah, how old is he?
He's probably late 50s at this point.
Late 50s,
Mid 50s.
Yeah. So he was like what, like 20 in the 90s?
Yeah, something like
20
that.
about, so yeah.
80s. He started around the 80s, I would say, late 80s, early 90s. So he was
Okay.
probably in his 20s for sure.
Yeah. So like with Wu-Tang and like all them and stuff. Because I
Wu-Tang,
think I saw that.
Rakim, KRS-One, Big Daddy Kane. Those were all the people that he looked up to in the game. And that's when he was coming up. Yeah.
Right. Because I saw that too. Is like, because he brought up like Wu-Tang and Rakim and like they're not releasing music either.
Yeah, they don't really put out a lot of music either. I think, Wu-Tang has been on a couple features. I know, like, they did a song with Logic a few years back. I haven't really seen a lot of activity from the group. Obviously, they're a lot older. RZA is doing his own thing always. Jizza's into chess now.
Really?
Yeah, he's like a fucking chess champion or some shit.
Damn.
Yeah, it was crazy.
Chess master.
And
I beat him.
Rakim was on a couple of Linkin Park songs, which was cool.
I saw that.
So that was, like, super cool to see, especially, like, that's where I first learned about Rakim when I was in, like, 2014. That's when they came out with The Hunting Party, and he was on their single, Linkin Park, and I was like, damn, who is it? He's fucking going off. And then I went back, looked up, Paid in Full, Eric B. and Rakim, all the old shit, and I was like, damn, and that's kind of that's when I first really started, like, finding my love for hip hop. When was, your first memories of, your love for hip hop, and who were some of the first people you were listening to?
Well, the first people I started like listening to was like Lil Wayne and like Eminem, probably. That was like just like because it was like my first intro to it. It was what everyone else was listening to, kind of thing.
Yeah.
Like, that's what I heard, and then like a lot of growing up too. Like my brother was like a rapper at the time, and he's like 10 years older than me, so I like he put me onto a lot of older shit like Wu-Tang and shit like that.
Wu-Tang, Biggie, Pac,
Shit that he grew up with too. So I had a weird kind of like intro to it. I didn't listen to like the today's stuff right away.
Yeah.
I listened to like old stuff, but what got me into it was like Eminem, just because like all of the stuff he was doing like in his storyline, like just how he like grew and like his raps grew too with his shit, and it just inspired me to be like, yo, I want to be able to tell a story like throughout all of my music and not just like each song kind of thing.
Throughout, and like the progression of his music from being like just starting out being like crazy shit to being in like the more motivational,
right, to like Encore and Relapse and shit
like
that,
Not Afraid era, and then to now to where he's at.
He's just like, yeah, I don't give a fuck, I'm just gonna put shit out there.
I'm just gonna make shit that I like.
Right.
What is your favorite era of Eminem?
Favorite era?
Or what do you have, like a favorite album or project?
Well, I grew up like Encore, like hard, like a lot.
Yeah.
And then like Relapse, like Beautiful, I think is on Relapse. So I listened to that a lot because I was like a singy one, like the chorus, and that's fine to see. I don't know. I don't know.
That was
What it
good.
is on
That
time.
was
Yeah,
good.
something like
That was good.
But yeah, that shit just got like my soul into it too. Like I don't know. The thing about hip hop is it's like bars and shit too, but you can also have like some nice samples in there that like kind of get like a little like a vibe in there, like a little.
Almost a throwback to, dude, the sample thing about hip hop is probably the best thing about hip hop. Like
Just
the fact that you're
the amount of
recreating.
samples.
Yeah, you're taking something and recreating it into something else.
Mhm.
My first Eminem song that actually like, I mean, the fact that you said that like brought this memory up is the first song I ever learned how to rap like lyric by lyric is "When I'm Gone" by Eminem.
Yeah.
And when I learned that for the first time, I was like, okay, so I have the timing, I can rap.
Right.
Let me see what
Let
I
me
can
see
do.
what
Let me see if I can.
Let me
try
write
that.
something down real quick.
That motivated me to go.
Cause that's why. Cause like I don't know. Cause like it's different. Can I drink this on here?
Yeah, why not?
Okay.
We got some.
We're gonna cover it.
We have some coffee. Local coffee.
Local coffee.
Local coffee place.
Yep. Super good. Super good.
Very tasty. I'm a mocha guy.
Yeah, mocha. Little oat milk.
I'm a mocha guy. No oat milk for me.
Just strong 2%.
Yeah.
Like that.
Give me that
thickums.
lactose.
You like that thickums.
Give me all the lactose you can.
Mm-hmm. But no, that's the. I don't know. That's the thing with me is like it's like the flow of things. Like it's hard to like. I don't know. For me, like I can just kind of hear the flow, right? I listen to a song, I can kind of
Yes.
hear it, kind of like know where the pockets are, kind of thing. But then like there's also people that just like can't really see it. So I think about like where did I like find that? Where did I get that?
Yeah.
And it was just like just the amount of music that I grew up with, kind of thing.
Yeah.
It just like programmed my brain to like
To know the rhythms,
right.
pockets.
I hear this and it reminds me of this, so then I can be like, oh, okay, like it connects, kind of thing.
Yeah.
Especially with Eminem, because he has so many different flows.
So many different. I mean, and the what I think about even Eminem specifically, or you know, going to people like Kendrick or people who use their style in so many different ways. They can, you know, make weird voices, vocal changes, different octaves, sound like different people almost all the time. Like
And hit different aspects of like the pockets too.
yeah, and I don't know. I think one thing that's special about hip hop that no other genre has is that it's based in like the foundation is like lyrics.
Mm-hmm.
You know, every other musical genre I don't think has that.
Right.
It's more the musical side. It's less about the lyrics. Lyrics are like the most important thing, and
I
would
think
you
that's
agree-
what made like that's what Ice-T kind of meant too
Yeah.
about the softness of it. Yeah.
is that there's
it's taken away from the lyrics of it.
yeah, there's less of a focus on the lyrics and like the actual craft of it, which I mean, obviously you go to there's places nowadays, there's niches of hip hop now because it's just grown so much. So that's why I think, you know, maybe I don't agree again with his statement in that like it's like almost like flavors of ice cream. Like everyone's
Right.
got a different favorite flavor of ice cream.
Right.
Do you like, you know, do you want the emo, more singy, melodic side of hip hop, or do you want the straight boom bap raw shit? You know,
Yeah.
all about what flavor you like.
True. And that is the nice thing about having it be so big too, is it just fills up so many audiences as well.
Yeah.
And there's 7 billion people here. Like
Yeah, exactly.
there's room for
There's room for growth.
someone's gonna fuck with anything, kind of thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're gonna find, as long as you can find your little group.
Niche, your
Yeah.
your little environment.
Another thing I was thinking about was like I was reading this article about Shawn Mendes, and he was talking a lot about insecurities and singing and things like that. And I was thinking like, I don't know, it's so interesting for artists. A lot of times people may not think that it's hard for artists to create, when oftentimes like there's so much that goes into the creative process, from literally, you know, finding instrumentals or making instrumentals to writing it to producing it out to actual performance of it. There's so much that goes into it that people don't know. For example, like I was explaining, I saw this video of Billie Eilish explaining what comping is to David Letterman. It went viral. If you haven't seen it, definitely go check it out. It's a good video. But just seeing her explain like what a simple concept of comping a vocal, and if anyone doesn't know what comping a vocal is, you could take like 20, 30 takes of something the same way, and then you just take specific parts you like from each take to make one
Full take.
vocal. Yep. And she was explaining this to him, and he just seemed so baffled by it and didn't really know the process, and she was explaining it. Billie Eilish's process of everything is just insane.
Really?
Too.
So he just thought like it's all one take all the time. Kind of thing?
Like I think a lot of people, like David Letterman, thinks, oh, they just go in there, take it one take, sing it,
leave,
and leave and get
go
out
have
of there.
lunch.
And then the way they sing it too is actually how it sounds, you know, in this production.
Right.
Even though there's so much like little details that you know the engineer has to go in and tweak, which is one of my favorite parts of music. But like going back to the whole insecurities part, like what do you think are some of the biggest insecurities that you deal with your own music? I know myself, I deal with a lot of like, you know, kind of similar to Shawn Mendes, is like the singing aspect. Like I've grown so much in my singing, but I'm a perfectionist in that. Like I will literally sit in the booth, and you've experienced this. You've been on the other side of that wall.
Yeah.
Of me literally taking 80 takes of one specific like line or run.
Yep. And like to my ear, the last take sounded just like the first one. But
but to me, I'm like, no, dude, that's not it.
It's that, like you were saying, it's that little tweak that you don't hear that engineers have to do, or that you have to do, that comp it all together. And yeah, and that's just hard to do. Like hard to think about, because when someone releases a song, you just get that final product. You don't see the process unless they do like a documentary type deal on it or something.
Behind the scenes.
Or behind the scenes kind of deal. But yeah, you just hear the end product. You have no idea how that happened, or like that exact moment that take happened type deal. And
man, I think it's different for genres of music, but one thing I've noticed with producing and people coming into the studio is like everyone just wants to feel like what they are doing is like good. They want they want a sense of confidence.
Right. They want someone else to feel it. Like, I feel like what is it? Like just like not even appreciation, just like
more just acknowledgement.
Acknowledgement, yeah.
More than anything, like there's people coming into the studio, the first thing I try to establish with them when I'm engineering or producing is like one, learning what is their goal, what do they want to get out of the studio session, but also trying to like what do they want? Like what's their goal? What's their like not even just like, oh, finish this song type of goal, but like deeper than that. Like what are they trying to get from me as a producer, and what do they want to receive in terms of like the energy? Like I really try and match energy when everyone comes in the studio.
And that's really good too, because not a lot, like you don't see that very well. Like most of the time the producers don't give a fuck.
They just want to get you in there.
They got a 6 o'clock.
Yeah, exactly. They're just trying to record shit, hit a couple tracks, and go.
And that's what's really good here too, for sure. I don't know. You make them feel comfortable and like actually make them think about why they're doing like this kind of shit.
Yeah, and that's because that's something I always wanted when I was starting out. So being able to do that and like show people,
especially starting, you're gonna have those insecurities off the bat.
100%. I get people coming in here their first time recording ever. Sometimes they've recorded in their house. Now they're just coming in the studio. Sometimes they've never even touched a microphone.
Right.
But just being able to establish that comfortability right off the bat. That's why like we have this thing called the Sachi method, which is where like you take your shoes off before you go into the stew. You know what I mean? Because it's just more comfortable. You feel more at home. So little things like that I like to implement, for sure. Just to help people get out of their insecurities and feel confident in their art. So
yeah.
But yeah, those were a couple of things that have been on my mind, and I don't know, we're gonna have a little bit of a shorter episode today.
Yep.
But we're gonna have a really probably a longer one next week, because we have our very own Jacob G on next week.
For a very special announcement.
Very, very special announcement. He's actually got a project coming out
this Friday.
Okay. So make sure you tune in and check out all of his socials. Jacob G Kissed My Wife, I believe, is still his social, which is.
Wait.
Hold on.
Yeah, make sure we're gonna get his specific one.
This Friday.
This is this Friday.
Not.
It's Hard Eye Music.
It's now he changed it to Hard Eye Music.
Hard Eye.
Probably
music.
good because Jacob Kiss My Wife is a little bit.
Yeah,
aggressive. It's a
we've gotten
little
some Instagram direct messages. People
feedback.
People are wondering why the fuck you're kissing their wives.
Yeah.
So
probably good, but
we're gonna have to deal
we
with
changed that. But yeah, we got him coming next week. It's probably gonna be a little bit longer episode, so we shortened this one a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
But you know what we gonna do right now?
We got a
know what that sound was?
We got a quick.
You know what that song? You know what that song was? That
Rapid reactions.
Rapid reactions.
That's the R with the R. That's
Rapid
the R
reactions.
and R. The R and R.
Rapid reactions. Okay. So now he's got the questions this week.
I'm doing it this
going
week.
to be stepping in.
I'm doing it this week. I know y'all be loving my questions with the whole horsey stuff. So
that's right. Oh, he's gonna really try and get me.
I got some interesting ones. I got some. I'm not doing it. I'm not doing it to him because he's gonna be here next week and it's gonna be weird.
Yes.
But next week when we get Jacob on here, I'll maybe get some.
Yeah.
Maybe
we're
get
not
some
gonna tell him
interesting
no.
ones. Yeah, we're not gonna let you know. So you're gonna have to think on the spot. But are you ready for rapid
3,
reaction?
2, 1.
Rap or sing?
Sing.
Bath or shower?
Shower.
If you could fly anywhere, where would you go?
Italy.
Raw or SmackDown?
Raw.
Rain or shine?
Shine.
Would you rather drink food or eat water?
I'm gonna go with drink food. Smoothies.
Is water wet?
Water is indeed wet.
Would you rather live in space or the ocean?
Space. I don't like water, and I don't like sharks.
All right. Favorite WWE wrestler?
Favorite WWE wrestler has got to be the Viper, Randy Orton.
Randy Orton. Flip-flops or sandals?
Sandals.
All right, and that's rapid reactions.
Yes.
And then we're gonna have it. No, but the thing is, I think it was a Family Guy episode. No, it wasn't. Yeah, it was. It was like flip-flops, right?
Uh-huh.
They're called flip-flops because they go flip-flop. They go
Yes.
flip-flop, flip-flop,
Yep.
flip.
That makes sense.
What if sandals went sandal, sandal, sandal?
That's funny. That's funny as fuck.
Yeah. No.
You got.
It was pretty good.
The reason I like sandals more than flip-flops though is because I don't like the little
The little
between
toe
the
thing.
toe thing.
The
Why?
thong. It's
What's
like a thong for my foot.
It's a thong on your foot. Okay.
Yeah.
My foot is more classy than that.
Yeah.
So it deserves a sandal.
Oh, damn.
Classy toes, classy feet. You can find me on Only Feet.
If y'all seen his feet, they are not classy.
Nope.
But today, thank you all so much. I have to go to work. I have another job going to here. So, busy day. But
Yes,
Dylan,
gotta
thank
go
you.
make some money. Thank you.
Thank you for having me here. It's
Thank
been
you
real,
for having me.
It's been
here.
real fun. You know what? Thank you for having me here.
Thank you for having me.
Thank me
here.
for having him here, everyone. You're welcome. This has been the Sota
thank
Show.
me.
Make sure to hit us up, email us, F3Entertainment.
507 at
507.
gmail.com.
And
also,
then-
Sota Show on Instagram for all of your questions, cues, queries, and quorums.
Concerns and quorums.
That was good.
That was pretty
I
good.
like that. We'll
I don't
add
know
that.
why I like the word quorum so much.
Quorums, I think it's because it sounds good.
Quorum. I feel like I just gained 2 IQ points.
Yeah, I lost 2.
All right. There you go.
All right,
Appreciate
see
you.
you.
Take 1. Ready. Action. Damn it, Kowalski. That wasn't the best performance I've ever seen in any of the Irish St. Patrick Day's tournament. I don't even know what that means. Who is St. Patrick? Anyways, you did an amazing job. Welcome. So, I like this shirt. I'm not doing this for you. You're doing it for the kids out there. I don't know about the crew. Nice, this is for you, Father. Kneel. Kneel. Kneel again. What did I just do? Kneel again. Kowalski? Don't give me that lip. You are now
on the jersey.
It's on the jersey.
Dude, brother bear. And the new hat.
And the hat.
Son of a bitch. This is worth it. This is worth it.
Welcome to the crew.
I made a weird clapping sound. Get ready for my ass. Right behind yours. Because I'm on your ass.
That wasn't the most brilliant thing I've ever heard.
The best thing we've ever seen.
Bro,